Hey, what's up guys, this is Prapreet and today I'm going to be talking about the difference between RAW and JPEG. I think there's pros and cons to using both. Today I just wanted to talk about it because my friend of mine who recently got a DSLR camera asked me, hey, why should I shoot in RAW or why should I shoot in JPEG? Like, you talked so much about it in the T7 video, like, you know, why is it so good? What makes RAW photos so much better? So I just want to talk about the differences between, you know, using a RAW file format versus using JPEG. So today, let's go over these things. Firstly, I want to talk about the file format sizes. RAW has basically a lot more quality to it, a lot more depth to the images, so they'll be bigger sizes. So they might be like 20 plus megapixels sometimes, depending on your camera. And then JPEGs might just be like 3 to 5 megapixels. So as you can see already, we have a difference, right? So if you don't have that much space on your card, or if you're running low, you might just want to shoot JPEG and get with it. The second reason you might want to use JPEGs would be if you just want to, you know, export your images, post them on internet. You don't have any post editing to do. You don't do anything with your images. You just, you know, grab the JPEGs, might add a filter on Instagram and then put them on Instagram. So that's doable, but at the same time, you can't really do this if you're shooting RAW images unless you're just exporting them off of your camera using the camera software. So, but if you are doing that, your camera is actually exporting those RAW photos, taking them to JPEGs and then giving them to your phone or your computer. So it kills the whole, you know, reasons why you would actually use a RAW photo. So the main reason why you use RAW photos, first of all, is because you can edit them really, really well. Like, for example, if you have a dark image, right? So you have a dark underexposed image, you want to bring up that quality, you want to bring up those blacks, it'll be really easy. One thing to mention is if you have a really dark image, you can bring that back to life up to a certain extent. But with a really bright image, really overexposed image, you might be able to bring some detail back, but you won't be able to bring all detail back. So you have to make sure that, you know, underexposed shots are okay, depending on how underexposed you go, but overexposed shots will almost never come back to life because it's just a white blob instead of having, you know, just underexposed shots. So the second reason obviously would be the colors and the different ways you can actually edit the photo. You can basically, you know, manipulate all the pixels on this image instead of having to edit a compressed version of the file. So you can probably see the difference, but however, in the end, we do export RAWs to JPEGs. So it doesn't really matter if you shoot properly, if that's the final image you want. If you don't want any post-processing done to it, I think it's fine. You can shoot in JPEG. So I think that's probably the only reason why everyone shoots in RAW, because they have the flexibility of shooting freely while, you know, this subject is in front of them. They don't have to worry about making their image perfect, perfectly lighting, perfect white balance, etc. They can just shoot it, and then in future they can go to their computer and edit and export those photos and bring them back to life. I think most photographers, professional photographers, actually do prefer this, where they, you know, they take the RAW photos, take them into their computer, edit them, and then post them everywhere. So that is kind of the professional and more artistic way to go about it. That's how I do it. But for a regular person who just wants their photos from a camera to their internet or to their source or whatever it is, I think it's just better to shoot JPEGs and go by that. But again, if you are using a DSLR mirrorless camera, you should probably use the RAW feature and, you know, make your photos much better. Otherwise, I think this little thing, an iPhone, does a great job, and you can probably use this to get some really nice shots. So this was it for today's video. Let me know in the comment section down below, which file format will you be using? Will you be using RAW, or will you be just using JPEGs and you saving that time and convenience to just get those photos up quickly and more time efficiently as much as possible? So yeah, this wraps up today's video. I know it was a quick one, but if you guys liked it, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.